Prater and the ball game. What's going on? Welcome to hour number 3, 208-424-9300. Remember that number on the Double Tap Pub hotline. Maybe we'll open that sucker up in the next 30 minutes talking some Boise State football. But this was and is our basketball preview show. Leon Rice talked with Bob Beeler, hour number 1. Boise State head men's basketball coach, but right now, Prater, the creme de la creme. I'm talking Tyson Degenhart. He's live with us right now. Tyson, welcome back to Idaho Sports Talk. You've been on this show now more times than we can count. We love bringing you on. How jacked are you to kick this season off, Tyson?
Well, I want to thank you guys for having me on. It's always a blast, and this season is sneaking up on us as we speak, and it's really exciting to get year 3 underway.
Yeah, love the fact that we're tipping off another season, less than a week. Tyson, you specifically, where are you better at basketball now than you were last year? And you can't say everywhere.
I think one thing I've taken a step in is my leadership role. I think my sophomore year, losing Malad and Eman and Abu was a huge loss for us, and just the leadership aspect. And I think last year was a huge learning experience for me to kind of navigate through the season, the ups and the downs, and I think I'm more fit to do it this year.
Tyson Degenhart is one of the big stars on Boise State's basketball team, opens up against Vanguard on Tuesday night. I think Boise State could beat Vanguard with just Tyson on the floor.
Tyson against Vanguard?
Yeah, I'm not going to suggest that, and Leon doesn't think that's a good idea, but Prater will throw that out there. Tyson, let's talk about that leadership thing. That's a very interesting answer. You can't just go off and pick experience off the leadership tree. You have to go somewhere. You have to talk to people. You have to read. You have to absorb. How do you get better at leadership?
You obviously have to, read some things and talk to people. Last year, there's a couple of us on the team that read a book called The Captain's Class about how, these great players, like you talk about the San Antonio Spurs and Tim Duncan and Tom Brady and the Patriots, and just different stories like that. Just hearing that and how they win is always big. And, you talk to some of the alumni like Kobe Carl and guys like them who have coached and been more around the leadership side now. It's just, all the advice I can take is always a blessing.
What kind of leader do you want to be then? I mean, as you try to mold this really beautiful tool that you can have, not only for basketball, but in life moving forward, what kind of leader is important to you?
I just want to be more of a vocal leader and just being that calming factor on the court. We can have some times where we get too high and too low. I just want to be that mediator and just keep us on a steady streak and not get too high and not get too low.
We have your picture in the studio autographed. Thank you for that. Appreciate having you in studio. And the last time we did,
he might be the only guy in the studio that we have his autograph twice.
Yeah, he's on here twice. We have 2 T. Daggy autographs here. We need some donuts from that sucker. Seriously, pastry perfection. Hook us up with the Daggy dozen. Tyson, this season you mentioned, earlier, I'm sorry, last time we had you on in studio, I remember Prater kind of bugging you a little bit saying you need a center. And you even said on this airwaves, hey, Leon, I need a center, man. Tyson, you get the help you need in the middle this year. Talk about that. You get a big?
Oh, we definitely got some bigs. Cam Martin and Omar Stanley have been tremendous additions to our team. Cam was a 3-time All-American at the D2 level and was on the national championship team of Kansas. So he understands what it takes to win and adds a different element to this offense. And then Omar comes from St. John's and just an athletic big. He has some resemblance to Naj, but they're 2 different players, and love to have both of them on our team.
Tyson Degenhart, Boise State basketball. This has been our college basketball preview show. All these interviews you'll be able to find on our app, on KTIK.com. Kobe Blaine, Leon Rice, all kinds of college basketball fun stuff. Everybody opens up over these next couple of days. Tyson, what about, let's dive into the rest of this team then and your expectations for this team. If you're the leader on this team, you have to be pushing some expectations, and you know how it goes around here. Compete hard, try to be available in March, and then see where you can position yourself for an NCAA tournament spot. So how do you see this season?
You just got to take it one game at a time. Sometimes, early in the season with everyone talking about expectations, you can get ahead of yourself. And, but as the season goes on, you got to beat every single opponent that's in front of you and just take it one game at a time. And right now we're really working on, getting as much out of this week as we can before it really gets to the games, and really getting better as a team. And then, this weekend we're really focusing on Vanguard, and we'll attack that game on Tuesday, and then we'll look ahead towards San Francisco and the other opponents we have on our schedule.
Tyson, is the plan, is it to play a little less than the 34 minutes you logged last year playing and starting in all 34 games, 34 minutes? Can Tyson Degenhart, can you sell me, Tyson, that you're going to be better, you're going to be more efficient if you play 28, 29 minutes a game? How do you feel about all this?
You saw what San Diego State was able to do with guys playing, no higher than 30 minutes on average, and they can make it to a national championship game. The legs were still fresh throughout March, and I think that's something that we really took to heart and really see that we can do. And we brought in some great transfers, great freshmen, and should add to the depth of this team. And we can have, 9 different leading scorers. That's kind of our mindset. We have, different guys are going to get hot on different nights, and so I think the depth will definitely play a favor in my efficiency.
Johnny asked you about your role with this team as it changes, as you got the bigs in the middle now, and you don't have to go into that 5 spot and beat people around. It seems like you've streamlined your body a little bit. I want to take some credit for that after calling you 5 pounds fat last year. Sorry about that. That was a low point in my career. Yeah. But hopefully it inspired you to look good. And by the way, we're using a photo right now on our video stream. Is this like a Madison Avenue a beefcake love story photo? You're looking like a, I don't even know what I want to say.
What is he selling?
He looks good.
Beefcake.
What is he modeling?
Tyson.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too, Prater. Is this a model pic? Tyson, what is this?
What picture are you looking at? I have no idea.
I think it's your name, image, and likeness, no logo shot. For those of us that can't afford to pay for the Boise State branding logo, it might be the name, image, and likeness shot in the studio. You got the sweet cheeks, you got the smile.
Look at his hair, Prater. Yeah.
You look good. But let's get back to the serious question. How has your role changed? Because now you have to go a little bit more outside. I know you've been working really hard on the shooting. I don't know if you got the results you wanted in terms of being a better shooter last year. Probably something you're still continuing to work on. But how has your role changed specifically?
Well, it's nice not having to play the 5 this year. There may be some instances where we go small ball 5 for a little bit, but it won't be, 30 minutes of me at the 5 like last year. So I think putting me on the perimeter and taking advantage of the matchups I get at the 4, and, learning what I did last year about scoring in the post and just adding that to my game this year with the ability to shoot the ball a lot better. I think it's a recipe for success.
Tyson, what type of year you think Max Rice is going to have?
He's going to have an incredible senior year. I think last year was the first year he was really healthy. You look 2 years ago and he shot 26%. He was still kind of recovering from that hip surgery. And, this last year he was finally healthy. And I think he's even healthier this year. So the sky's the limit for him. And he's such an incredible shooter and can get hot in a hurry. So really high expectations for him this year.
I asked this somewhat facetiously, but he's like 37 years old and he's going to break every single record known to man at Boise State in the Mountain West. He might go down as the winningest basketball player in the history of the Mountain West. How is he approaching? Because he likes to flash a little bit, but at the same time, I know he's all business.
Oh yeah, he's definitely all business. He's been working on, his post game and taking advantage of the mismatches that he's got a little bit last year, and he's playing a little bit more of the point, in practice, getting ready to, come off pick and rolls and everything, and just evolving his game so he can get to the next level.
Tyson Degenhart with us here, courtesy. This video segment brought to you by the Dollar Loan Center, talking Boise State basketball, kind of our college basketball preview edition here of Idaho Sports Talk. Tyson, is there anything or just what worries you the most as a leader and a captain, I presume, with this team? You've been practicing for a while. What maybe worries you about this team? Anything?
Not really. With the uncertainty of the season, it's just all about staying healthy and making sure we have guys ready to play. Injuries you just can't time them. You don't really know what's going on, and you just hope everyone can stay healthy and, get in the training room and make sure they do everything in their power to get on the court.
I know there's a lot of new faces and we've learned a lot about them already. So, in terms of their resume, what they look like, but maybe just to talk a little bit about some of these new guys that we're going to start seeing on Tuesday night, impact players, new guys, things that you've seen this summer from these guys are going to help you be a better basketball program.
So we already mentioned Cam and Omar. We'll talk about the other transfer, Roddy Anderson from UC San Diego. He just has, an incredible burst of speed and brings its quickness to our team, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. And he's such a willing passer and will make our offense a lot better. And then you go to the freshman, Andrew Meadow, he can shoot the lights out. I mean, there's some shots where you think you might have a hand there and he still makes them. Just tough shot maker. He may not look the part as a great basketball player, but, it doesn't really matter. He's still a great, incredible player and has a bright future ahead of him. And then we got Chris Lockett, a point out of New Orleans. Same way, he's a great player and can add some great value to our team running the point, and just a bigger guard, can post up, can shoot the three. So really like what we have with our new guys this year.
Tyson, what are the freshmen? What do they have to do on this side? Carry bags, do your laundry, grab you a Gatorade? Are there any type of initiations? I'm not saying hazing, nothing bad, but just as a freshman, welcome to Boise State basketball. Here, take the Tyson Degenhart luggage, if you will, to the bus.
No, we all carry our own luggage, but when we have some extra bags, like carrying basketballs, they might have to get a couple of those, or they might have to double up on a seat every once in a while, but nothing too serious.
Are we going to get, and I'm showing last year's version right here on the camera, are we going to get new trading cards this year? Because this one, I think you can do better than this one.
I like that pose, man.
I'm pretty sure we are, because the football got new ones, so I'm thinking we're going to get new basketball ones, but don't quote me on that.
All right. We need new ones. And this is good. This is good. I mean, it's not autographed, but we've got his autograph like 9 other places in the studio.
Yeah,
so.
I still kind of want that card autographed too. We're going to have to get him in here again, Prater. Tyson Degenhart with us.
I mean, Max Rice's card is signed. How come Tyson's isn't?
I know. We need to make this happen. Our basketball preview, Tyson Degenhart. How do you feel about teams referring to you as a super team?
I think we kind of, Coach Rice brought it upon, like we wanted to build a super team. I think it's, a sign of respect, showing how much talent we have, but ultimately it's up to us to kind of show like why we're a super team and really play together and show what Bronco basketball is all about.
You're pretty businesslike on here, and I know behind the scenes you're a fun guy, and I know you're putting on your game face because the season's starting, and we love and respect and appreciate that. This is a serious question, but maybe kind of dive into your human side a little bit. You're one of the best players in this entire conference right now, a conference that's got a pretty good reputation for basketball. Do you feel like you're one of the best players in not only the Mountain West, but in all of Western United States in terms of college basketball? Go out and prove it, I know. But how do you feel about you moving into this season? You got to feel pretty good about your game and where you are.
I definitely do. And, to be up with some of the best players on this side of this country is very humbling. There's a lot of good players. I grew up watching Gonzaga, and they have plenty of good players there. And even in our conference, like Isaiah Stevens, Mashburn, House, you can go down the list, and there's some incredible players. And so just to be in the names of and the likes of them, it's super humbling to me.
Tyson, I know you want to play as long as you can, and I know you want to go to the NBA at some point. You've been dabbling in media. You have your own show on Bronco Nation News. You do the thing with the pastry perfection. You put yourself out there. Have you learned over the last couple of years that maybe this is something you want to do after basketball is over? Have those plans changed at all? If so, what are they now?
No, they haven't really changed. The ultimate goal is to play professionally as long as I can, whether that's in the NBA, whether it's overseas. Talk to numerous alumni, and we've had some people come and talk to our team where it's like, once you're done playing, there's nothing like it. That brotherhood of the locker room and everything. It's all gone. So you just got to enjoy it as long as it's there. Well,
let's get out and let's support this Boise State hoops team this season. Back-to-back trips to the NCAA tournament. It's a long journey, and we want to enjoy it every step of the way. Tyson Degenhart, sky is the limit for you and this club. We can't wait to follow you and keep bringing you on. And next time, Tyson, we got to get you in studio, and don't forget to bring a Sharpie.
Okay, we'll do. Well, when I first got told I was on the show, I was thinking I had to come in studio, but Nate told me I didn't have to. So
Nate Lowry? Oh, he's a dead man, Tyson. Hey, Tyson, do you still live with your college buddies, or have you stepped your game up, maybe moving in with somebody else? Or are you still frat housing it?
We're not a frat house. It's just a bunch of nice nice friends from high school. Like, we don't get in any trouble. We haven't gotten in any trouble. So.
All right, man. I love it.
Last time we had him in the studio, he goes, "What are those things on the wall?" We said, "Those are drinking koozies." And he goes, "Oh, I'm not even 21 yet."
Yeah.
You're 21 now, right? You've at least grown up, right?
Yeah, I turned 21 a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
How was your 21 run?
I was fine. Nothing crazy. I'm pretty smart, man. I know.
And he sticks out like a sore thumb, right? Prater, the 6'9" guy walking in, 21 run. Tyson, you're one of our favorites, obviously. Be well, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you down the road. Great stuff.
Will do. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Awesome. That's our video segment brought to you by the Dollar Loan Center. They've been funding loans for 25 years. Visit don'tbebroke.com. Love our partnership with these guys, and they're opening up 16 locations in the state of Idaho. You need a loan. Visit don'tbebroke.com. Okay, Prater? They're helping people out. They can help us out as well. Boise State football, 208-424-9300. Give us a call. What is the number one issue you have with Boise State and Fresno State this weekend? The top of mind. This is a prove it game, right? Prove it week. Prater on the ball game, Idaho Sports. KTIK, the ticket.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studios, this is Ticket